Hi YouTube, I am Charlie Brown. Um, this is gonna be my 10-minute confessional. I actually did like a 30-minute recording for the first one, and I was like, wow, this got really deep and personal. So let me give you an overview. Um, 5 years ago, I got divorced. About a year after that, I attempted to commit suicide and found out I had a bunch of problems. Um, about 10 years before that, I tore my back up because I thought I was invincible. Turned out I wasn't. And slowly I've been losing the ability to get around and walk and function. To give you an idea of the physical pain is I it's like walking on, if your shoe is made out of thumbtacks and you literally had to walk on them every day, but you don't have the ability to ignore it. You just have to try and get past it and continue, and it never goes away, and it only gets worse as time goes on. There are days it doesn't bother me as bad, and there are days that I'd like to cut my shoes off, but not really my shoes, because it's not my feet that hurt. It's my spine. It's actually like right if this was your hip, right here where your fingers meet at the very top, like the small of your back, just where it goes into the bone, is where it hurts. Just right there. But anyways, moving on. Um, and it turned out my whole life I've been developing something called borderline personality disorder, where if you don't know what it is, in a nutshell, it makes you a manipulative dick who just wants to make people feel sorry for you so you can get what you want out of them. And yeah, it was really hard to find out that was a thing. It was a real thing that I was doing, and that I have depression, which made the first diagnosis bipolar, which was wrong because when I took medicine, it made me a scary monster, and no matter how we adjusted it, I just kept getting worse. Anyways, so, uh, like I said, I tried to kill myself, and found out I didn't have as many friends as I thought, but I did have some really good friends in the end, and I had to start my life over. I went through a divorce. I tried going back to work, and because of my problem with my back, I can't. And I actually pushed it so far that I made it worse. And in the 2 years that I tried to just go back to work, now I can't actually get disability, and I don't have health insurance because I haven't been able to work. So yeah, it's an amazing loophole there that I want to not take charity or disability or welfare or anything, but I can't get up, and I can't really fix it myself so far. So I just make do the best I can, and make my life as livable as possible so that I can be there for my kids and my wife, my family, my friends, who are pretty freaking awesome at this point. Anyways, the point of these videos is I'm going to try and keep them around 10 minutes so I can talk about my disorder, which is not so much my back disorder, but my mental disorder. So moving on, the other things about my back and disability are, with my problems, I have trouble focusing. It also turns out that the other two major things I have is I'm paranoid, and I also have anxiety disorder. Now, unlike most people that have anxiety disorder, it's a small percentage of people that, when you have the fight or flight response, your immediate reaction is, I, instead of running away from the lion, I go tackle the lion and die. Even though I know I'm going to die, I'm going to go down fighting, because I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight, and that's always my response. I'm never run away. I'm never terrified and flee, which is a bad thing because sometimes I don't know when it's time to just go, when you're making things worse. So, yeah. I have this amazing support structure of friends right now, that are great. Uh, my car broke down yesterday, and my buddy, who's had a bunch of personal tragedy, I mean a bunch of personal tragedy in 3 days, came over and picked my wife up and took her grocery shopping anyways, but put off his life to help us, um, which was meaningful because people like that are important in your life, and so I don't think everyone's grateful enough about it enough. You know, so, let's talk about borderline personality disorder a little bit more. I've got 5 minutes left, and I really want to keep these around 10 minutes. Borderline personality disorder means that you sometimes have an urge to do impulsive things, and you're generally people with this disease are highly intelligent. I am. Another problem is arrogance. I'm arrogant because I said I was a genius. It boils down to I'm really good at two things. I'm a great father, which came with a lot of work and repair after I screwed my life up. And the other thing I'm really good at is I'm a great storyteller. I love storytelling. So I have a lot of hobbies now. I crochet. I sculpt with Sculpey because I like that medium and it's very forgiving. I occasionally do weird artwork. I'd show you some on the wall, but you know, fucking I will. So yeah, let's go. Not that, I didn't make that. I made that. My other hobby is I collect board games. I don't know if you can really see that. And those books on the bottom are role-playing games. And not Trouble. Trouble's a really bad example of the kind of board games I collect. Let's see. Keep this one on the table for general reasons. Nope, just some arts and craft stuff. No, magic stuff. Nope. I like magic, but just because I enjoy the competition. But anyways, sorry about all the wobbly camera there. Board games like Talisman and what are we playing now? Betrayal at House on the Haunted Hill, which is God, one of my favorite games. Munchkin, zombies, things like that. But anyways, being a great storyteller means that sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing as much as I can, and I'm not a very good writer. I just, when it comes to writing things down, I'm really bad at math too, because it's the same thing. I once they said they misdiagnosed me with dyslexia, but I show signs of some form. Anyways, when things get long processed, even if I write them down, I lose track of where I am, and things get mixed up, like out of order, and then I can't get that train of thought back, and I have to start all over, and then it's just a repetitive, unforgiving cycle. So writing is difficult for me, but storytelling is a passion. And so this year my two resolutions were I wanted to make a documentary. I did. I know, it's weird. And I wanted to write a book for this game that I'm in love with called Savage Worlds. It's a setting. This guy, Sean Lacey Hensley, wrote this amazing game setting thing, but it's not so much a game setting thing. I don't want anybody to get turned off by that. The reason I'm mentioning it is because I don't know if you know anything about game books, but they generally run around $30 for books. This guy put out a paper book for $10. It's a great book. It's the size of most gaming books, it's just a little shrunk down a little bit. Everything you need to play is in this book for $10. And I was inspired by that. And I wanted to make a companion book for it with a bunch of stuff that you'd only need that book, the $10 book, and this little book of adventures and pre-made characters, and you could just run off with it. So those are the two things I'm going to try and do this year. So this, I think, is going to count as my documentary, and I'll touch on that from time to time, but I got a minute left. So this is pretty much just a way for me to voice things that are on my mind. I don't know how often I'm going to record them. I can't say every day or every other day. I'll try to do a couple a week. Try, no promises. But I will do at least one a week for a little while. But anyways, yeah, so I'm grateful for the things that happen, and I hope you guys like these videos, because I'm a crazy person, and this is what it's like when you are what we look like. We look like everybody else. Alright, well, thank you for watching, I guess. I don't think anybody watched it, but who knows. And maybe I'll be back for a 10-minute story sometime this week. Who knows? It's supposed to be confession. Story I guess works. Anyways, bye YouTube. And thank you, universe, for my friends, my kids, and my wife.